How could we forget when a poor Angelito insulted Maidana in the worst possible way, but the outcome would make this fight legendary on a Mexican national holiday. On September 15, 2012, Mexican Jesus Soto Kara's and the legend Maidana would become the protagonists of a fight that, according to many fans, should have been censored. Mexican Soto Kara's came off a spectacular knockout victory over a Colombian, while Maidana had lost to Devon Alexander, a defeat that weighed heavily on the Argentine. But let me tell you, great rivals always made the fights more complex, and it seemed deliberate. In this bout against Soto Kara's, it seemed like Maidana was destined to lose again. This fight is much more exciting than you might expect, so just sit back and let yourself be carried away, because I'm sure it will blow your mind. The two fighters didn't make us wait and quickly set off fireworks, launching punches that defied typical rounds of study. If the fight started like this, I couldn't imagine how it would be later on. The rounds were incredibly heated, and neither fighter was backing down. The egos were through the roof, and even the trainers of both teams had to step in because things could have gone badly. From this point on, everything would become more aggressive. Since everything was getting out of control and both fighters were committing many fouls, Kenny Bayless decided to deduct a point from each fighter to restore order and prevent things from getting out of hand. This Mexico vs Argentina clash was becoming one of the most violent and epic in the history of the sport. Commentators were building it up as a battle of knockout kings, and with this level of action, you never knew who would be the first to fall. In the fifth round, Soto Kara's displayed an incredulous smile when he had a point deducted, but then he was caught on the jaw with a left hook. Everything was fine until it all went out of control. In this fight, it was no longer about who would win, but who would knock out whom. Both fighters were more focused on getting a quick knockout rather than winning round by round, and it seemed we were approaching the final rounds of the fight. Maidana, with a flurry of punches, sent the Mexican to the canvas, but Soto Kara's had the strength to keep fighting. Maidana was a lethal puncher, and one more punch could have been enough. Soto Kara's looked lost, out of strength, and I believe even his own corner knew it. Everything was to be decided here. The referee made the most sensible decision for this Mexican fighter. Maidana was simply in a league of his own, superior in every aspect, and whenever faced with a tough opponent, he silenced all his detractors. Before you go, check out this fight where karma gives us a living proof that it exists in boxing. See you in a moment.